Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Gloria Atta. Welcome. The Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, says there is need for scrapping state electoral commissions, which he described as the main impediments to the development of local governments. He said this at a one-day disclosure on national Nigeria's security challenges and good governance at the local government levels in Abuja this Monday. The program with the theme, Nigeria's Security Challenges and Good Governance at the Local Government Levels, was organized by the House of Representatives. According to Fagbemi, governors have latched on to the inadequacies and lacunas in some sections of the 1999 Constitution to undermine and render local governments redundant. He accused governors of exploring the weaknesses of Section 7 subsection 1, Section 83 subsection 3, Section 7 subsection 5 and others to impose their will on the local governments in the country. Fagbemi noted that these inadequacies have allowed the governors to abuse the rights of local governments and in turn deprive people at the grassroots to feel their presence. The Minister of Justice stated that the most prominent abuse of local government was the use of state electoral commissions to impose leaders at the local government levels through sham elections, while most governors only appoint caretaker leadership in their local governments. He noted that the abuse of states and local governments' joint accounts by state governors have imposed a fiscal emasculation which has rendered the local governments poor as the governors hold on to their federal allocations. He therefore called for the scrapping of state electoral commissions in order to allow democracy to take its roots in the local governments. He also called for a robust constitutional amendment that will remove all encumbrances hindering the development of local governments and their ability to fulfill their constitutionally recognized functions. Fagbemi's comment comes after he filed a suit against governors at the Supreme Court on behalf of the federal government. He asked the Supreme Court to stop the remitting of local government funds to states and to stop the 36 state governments from the disbandment of elected local government chairmen and replacing them with caretaker committees at the same event. At the same event, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, also called on governors of the 36 states to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's quest to grant full financial autonomy to the local government areas. The Speaker identified challenges impeding the local government councils to fulfill their constitutionally assigned roles to include the covert usurpation of local government functions by state governments, lack of financial autonomy due to the state's joint local government account, political instability from tenure irregularities, and pervasive corruption. And in Kano State, the state government has pleaded with President Bola Tinubu to move the deposed 15th Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, from the state. The state deputy governor, Aminu Abdul Salam, stated this in a press conference this Monday. He said Bayero's presence in Kano poses a threat to the peace and stability cherished by its people. Abdul Salam also gave reasons why the state government stood firm in its decision to reinstate and accompany Sanusi, the 16th emir, as he ascended his throne, adding that the government was not served with a court order restraining or ordering all parties to maintain the status quo. He further said only 1 out of 8 respondents named in court documents received such an order, specifically the Inspector General of Police, noting that the other respondents, including Kano State government officials, were not served with any court orders. The Edo State Police Command has arrested a 32-year-old man, Etinosa Aigokun, who allegedly killed his 74-year-old father, simply identified as Pa Aigokun, and his wife, Mrs. Rosalind, with a pestle. Clearview News Desk gathered that the incident happened last Wednesday at Evomore community in Ovia Northeast local government area of the state during a disagreement, which led to a physical attack. In the course of the physical attack, the suspect was alleged to have run into the kitchen, took a pestle and smashed his 74-year-old father's head in the sitting room. His stepmother, who was said to have rushed to the scene to see what happened after hearing her husband scream, was also hit. The pair were said to have died instantly. That is indeed sad. While fighting corruption with your pen, ensure that you have an integrity. These were the words of the Chief Executive Officer of Clearview News, Samuel Bello, to journalists at the kickoff of a 3-day stakeholders meeting on government accountability reporting in the FCT and Nasarawa State. Clearview's Imefono Okon has the details.
Declaring the workshop opened, the CEO of Clearview News Desk, Bello, said the stakeholders meeting is to enable journalists brainstorm on possible areas of producing investigative stories. He also added that one of the effective ways of reporting on corruption is to go deeper on the issue and not scratching just the surface.
So please, as much as possible, let us try and go deep into fighting corruption with our pen. But while you are fighting corruption, you have integrity. But don't forget that you don't give what you don't have. You must have that integrity before you can preach integrity.
The project coordinator, Nteng Ekbang, said the core mandate of the project is holding government accountable. While advising journalists on the dangers of investigative reporting, Nteng also offered them some safety tips. Similarly, one of the keynote speakers, Romoke Ahmed, said collaborative investigation will help pool skills, expertise, and knowledge to tackle complex issues.
This organization that Makato is funding in this project, and the report came that in one of the southeast states, they sell babies in a motherless baby home in Quote, and he needed money, so he had to go and the funders gave him money, and he bought a baby to investigate the fact that they sell babies there. So we are not up there yet where we can fund to that extent. So that's why we're looking at the basics. Build capacity of people who are ready to do investigative journalism. And so, okay, this is what you need to know. Next slide.
The collective effort enables the production of high impact, look at that, high impact, comprehensive and often groundbreaking stories that might be impossible for a single or outlet to achieve alone.
Some participants who applauded Clearview News Desk for the training said the workshop is timely and impactful.
It's like new trend. I've gotten additional knowledge. That is, everything is evolving knowledge that has, in fact, it's like I'm starting all over again. Honestly, it is worth the time. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I hope it will come again and again to refresh us, especially some of us whose brain is getting analog.
I'll say this is like, I wouldn't say it's an eye-opener, it's like a reminder to the nitty-gritties as regards investigative journalism. Some of us have had similar trainings like this, but this is like a reminder, refreshing the memories of what one has learned before now. And
so for me, I would say again that the training is more of demystifying investigative reporting in Nigeria. So it's timely, most especially when I've been commissioned also to do a report somewhere. So it came at a time where I have people that I can ask questions where it seems as if I'm not getting it right. So I would like to commend the organizers, to be honest, because that's not even what you asked me, but then I would like to commend the organizers, and then I would like to see more of these. And then again, I would like us to still hold an opportunity for journalists to take up responsibility and see that it's really nothing hard to do, because you can even start from simple things around you and then bring the public attention or the government or stakeholders' attention to it.
Before now, I've been having this concern as someone who is into conflict management about how to report as a journalist, how to report in a crisis environment. And from today's lecture, I've been exposed to some of those things I needed to do to maybe to be safe as a journalist and to get myself out of any problem that is in a crisis environment.
Part of Clearview News 2024 activities is to produce 10 investigative stories from 2 states, Nasarawa and FCT. The workshop is a collaborative media project in continuation of last year's project under the auspices of the Wale Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism, supported by MacArthur Foundation. Imefono Okon, reporting for Clearview News.